All right, all right, all right, all right. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Sunday, Sunday means Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day is becoming a thing. That's what I'm going to call this video. Sunday Fun Day is becoming a thing. I had to make myself a third cup of coffee for the day because it took me a long time to pick out all these games, finally curated list of games, and started to lose a little steam, but I'll get it back with this McDonald's coffee. I usually drink Starbucks Pike's Place, but I was broke one day and I bought McDonald's coffee. It was half the price of Pike's Place. And so I still have some left over, and I think it's going to give me that extra kick in the butt that I need for this Sunday Fun Day is becoming a thing. On my shadow banned YouTube channel. I'm not getting any views anymore. I'm in a total slump. Total slump. I think it might be my Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray review series. It's not getting any views. There's no demand for 3D Blu-ray reviews. The first one, the Jason one, oh, we got problems here. We got problems. What's the problem here? Son of a bitch. Oh, God. Right, just a little hiccup. I don't know what happened exactly, but whatever. It happens. Yeah, no one cares about my 3D Blu-ray reviews, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my 3D Blu-ray reviews. I use the YouTube Creators app to even make a little moment where it's in Anagraph 3D. It's like 9 views or something on one of the videos. And I'm making another one tonight. I watched Tron Ares last night. Best Tron ever. I mean, the best Tron is Tron. I'll give respect where respect is due. It's the best Tron. But seriously, Tron Ares is the best Tron ever. And I didn't even realize it came out. I didn't even know it was out. I guess it came out in October. When I was obsessed with Mortal Kombat and getting controllers and stuff, so I was just like, had tunnel vision with that. And I mean, who goes to the movies anymore? But it bombed in the box office, and I think it's because of Jared Leto being a creep and having a cult and stuff. He's canceled. I hope the same thing doesn't happen with Masters of the Universe, but he's playing Skeletor, so people won't even know it's him. But he's the leading man of Tron Ares, and he does a fine job. I'm not canceling Jared Leto. I think that in his case, it's an instance where I would say, this might sound like a weird thing to say, but from the beginning he was groomed. Yeah, he was groomed to be a groomer. He was paid by the American Broadcasting Company, probably given a SAG card and health insurance and everything, to make out with Claire Danes when he was 23 and she was 15 in the television series My So-Called Life. So, you know, they gave him the wrong message from the beginning. And from what I heard, he just like talked dirty to some teeny boppers. It's not some like Harvey Weinstein shit. So he was incredible in Tron Ares. His best role since the anally inflicted death sentence transgender woman in Dallas Buyers Club. AIDS. This is his best role since that. He's handsome, strong, powerful leading man in Tron. And the movie, god damn, it really sucks that it failed, because I was like 20 minutes into the movie, I was like, okay, I'm totally going to buy this on 3D Blu-ray from Japan for $75. It's worth it. But it bombed so bad that it's not coming out on 3D Blu-ray. Echo, turn off bedroom light. It's not coming out on 3D Blu-ray, and even in Japan, it's only 4K Blu-ray. So my review is going to be Tron Legacy, 3D Blu-ray, and Tron Ares 4K Blu-ray. I know that kind of goes against the whole point of the series, but that's all I can do. But very exciting. Hey, why'd they start me off from the beginning again? Yeah, I watched Tron Ares 2 times last night. I liked it so much. Trent Reznor soundtrack. I love Nine Inch Nails. I've loved them since the 5th grade. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I loved that song when I was a kid. The music video was so disturbing. I know it's not punk to like Nine Inch Nails, but I was alternative back then, you know? Can't forget my roots. I still like Nine Inch Nails to this day. I think Trent Reznor's genius. And this movie is just like a treat for the senses. It really is. I'm doing the whole Blu-ray review before I even do the Blu-ray review, but I'm giving more personal anecdotes. I try to for my Blu-ray reviews, my 3D Blu-ray review videos, I try to have a journalistic non-bias, and this is my personal anecdotes on Tron Ares. I guess it's on Disney Plus, but Scott Jacobman changed the password for his Disney Plus, or like it's not as easy to sign in to someone else's Disney Plus anymore. So I didn't mess with his Disney Plus, but I'm boycotting Disney Plus like I'd ever get it anyway. I don't care. But I'm boycotting it because they have a vast array of 3D content. Not for 3D TVs, but for the Apple Vision Pro AR glasses that no one bought. I guarantee you there are more working 3D TVs right now that people still have from 2010s they're still watching than there are with people with Apple Vision Pros. No one bought the Apple Vision Pro. Less people bought the Apple Vision Pro than they bought the Apple Newton and the Apple Pippin. The Apple Vision Pro is an abject failure, overpriced, bloated piece of tech. How dare they tease me with 3D content only on the Apple Vision Pro? Is this a joke? But the 3D revolution is coming. The big 3D comeback is coming. 8K glasses free 3D TVs. Within 10 years, I guarantee you they'll be standard. And everybody wants them. Everybody wants the 3DS now because everybody's figuring out again that 3D kicks ass. And that's the history of 3D. It's like the hula hoop. It comes and it goes. Hipster girls love hula hoops now. Back in my day, it was more of people are into skip it. Chop that fucking head off. Fuck yeah. I know this isn't as dirty as or bloody as Night Trashers. I'm having all kinds of Freudian slips. This isn't as bloody as Night Slashers, but I mean, this is an old ass game, and it has blood. So I like this game. I like the whole aesthetic of this game. I've played it before on my channel, but nobody watched that video. Hopefully people watch this video because it's the Sunday Funday brand. Sunday Funday, the original, is still getting views. I'm happy with the number of views of another Sunday Funday. So this Sunday Funday is becoming a thing. Hopefully, it'll bring back my channel. I made a short of me watching Nirvana Live and Loud DVD last night, and it started getting some traction, started getting some views. It got up to about 250 views, had like 3 or 4 thumbs up. And then YouTube took away some of the views and took away the thumbs up. I swear to God they did. They don't like my channel anymore. Maybe because I was saying it was unfair they canceled Thikimoto. But I stand my ground. You better not delete my channel like Thikimoto, because I got a fan out there of Sunday Funday. And you're going to take away the dreams of the fan of Sunday Funday? Are you gonna do that to this kid? There's a fan out there, Sunday Funday. And you better not cancel me like Thikimoto, okay? Shadow ban me, fine. The fan of Sunday Funday will be able to find me. I don't care about views. I care about my loyal viewers who are regular viewers. I don't need to win the algorithm lottery. That's not what this channel's about. This is a vanity project. I could care less about the popularity of this channel. I mean, we all have dreams. We all have the dream. Be like Reiki with Anna, make a living off of it. I'm waiting on my Reiki with Anna video today. She posts every Wednesday and Sunday. I really enjoyed her last video about confidence. So I'm hoping to see what the next video brings. So she's pretty consistent. She went on a vacation to the beach, and was kind of sporadic in her posts. It wasn't the consistent every Wednesday and Sunday, but she even addressed that. So hopefully I'll get my Reiki with Anna fix today. Maybe after finishing up this playthrough while the video processes. I give it the highest bit rate that's possible, but Reiki with Anna's videos, it says enhanced bit rate, but it doesn't say enhanced bit rate on my videos. Next game. Woohoo! I got some exciting behind the scenes news. In between games, I received my 4 milligram cherry nicotine lozenges from Amazon. I've been slumming it with these 2 milligram ones that I was supposed to return, but I'm in an icy tundra, so I couldn't return them. I couldn't go buy some at Kroger, 4 milligrams at Kroger, because I'm in the icy tundra too. Mortal, because I like Mortal Kombat. But they came through on time. This is the day they said they would. I'm supposed to get Tron Ares today too, but it's still being processed at the carrier facility. I'm not holding out too much hope on it. If you notice, the screen hasn't frozen at all. I'm taking real good care of this new cord. Speaking of overnight delivery, I'm supposed to get an overnight delivery on these little caps, these USB-A caps that I got for my USB cord, so I wouldn't mess up my cord. But it eventually finally came, but it was not overnight. I think it took 2 days. But yeah, I'm taking real good care of this new cord, unplugging it every time. And so far, so good. Fingers crossed. We are back in business with gameplay capture. And we are playing God of War for PlayStation 2, the original God of War. Because I like this game. It has blood. Sunday Funday is all about games with blood, and violence, and having fun on Sunday. Just another fun day afternoon. Keep calling it Sunday Funday. It's Funday afternoon. Another Funday afternoon. I think Sunday Funday is the censored version of Menace Beach, unlicensed game for the NES. I'm getting some wicked deja vu. I almost had a stroke or a heart attack or something this morning. Just had my cat Shredder. I had finally had enough of him waking me up, licking my face, licking my hands, torturing me. And I just screamed at the top of my lungs, "Get off of me!" Whole neighborhood probably heard it. But then my chest started hurting. And I fell back asleep, and I was like, am I going to die in my sleep of a heart attack like Adam the Woo? That's what ever since Adam the Woo died, now we know it's a heart attack. I think that's going to happen to me. But obesity led to it, and I'm on a statin. I'm on a high blood pressure medicine. I don't think Adam the Woo was. I think he's kind of a big kid. He's an independent contractor. He did not have like a business giving him health insurance. I doubt he had health insurance. He probably never went to the doctor, and he croaked. So if he was going to the doctor, they would have known that he had some arterial blockages. Poor Adam the Woo. Man, this game was really revolutionary for its time. It's a shame it's turned into bearded God of War and Son. Not into that whole thing. I like God of War. I don't like God and War and Son. I do like the actor that plays the son, though. He's in a Jonah Hill skateboarding movie called Mid-90s. Very nostalgic for me about skateboarding in the mid-90s. That was my big skateboarding time. I guess my skateboarding time went through phases. I was skateboarded on Vision, Nash, and Veriflex in the late 80s and early 90s. Then rollerblades came along. I got rollerblades, played roller hockey. Then 96, skateboarding came back again with the new school boards. So I skated in the mid to late 90s. Then I started skating again 2004. Kept skating. I guess I kind of stopped around 31 years old. That's when I kind of became too old to skate. And especially, I think around 32, 33 years old, that's when I started taking psychiatric medications that make me really dizzy. So that was the end of my skateboarding career. But those 2000s, when I started skating again, 2004 to I guess 2015, that's when I really learned to skate. Kickflip, ollie, dropping in, grinding. That's when I really skated. I sucked at skating up before that, but I didn't have it to go to school. So when I became a nit, I think that's what it's called, a nit. Neat, N-E-E-T. No, not in education, training, or employment. So I got to do what I wanted. I really learned how to play guitar. kind of, and I really learned how to skate, kind of. And my dreams came true. But yeah, I never thought I'd be a bowl skater, but that's what I turned into. Skating Powell Peralta repressings, old school boards. They called me Count Von Hack and Slash. And that's funny, I'm playing a hack and slash game right now. Because I would just skate around the bowl and do slash grinds. I didn't try to go any further than that. I could rock to fakie, do a couple other things, but it's all about just carving and slash grinding. That's what it was all about for Count Von Hack and Slash. If anyone's out there who doesn't have a bad back or is on psychiatric medications that make them dizzy, and you're thinking about skating, go for it. It's the best feeling in the world if you're actually doing it. It might take 15 years so you can finally skate like it did with me, but I was finally able to skate. I was a really good skater for a girl. If I was a girl skater, people would be like, "You're a really good skater." I mean, back then. Now girl skaters are really, really good. But I mean, like Japanese girl skaters. But all the girls who were at the skate park and stuff like that, they could pretty much do everything I could do. So I was a real good girl skater. I'm running the risk of becoming offensive and sexist again. I'm just joking. I was a bad skater, okay? And there's girls better than me, like this girl Courtney. They called her the pro hoe because she knew Bam Margera and stuff because she was a hoe. But she's a lesbian too. It was weird. Yeah, those are my days of skating. All right, I always get stuck at this part, and I'm just not in the mood today to try and navigate this shit. So I got 6 games instead of 5, or 7 games instead of 6, something. I threw in an extra game today, so I can let's say fuck this game. All right, I'm probably gonna say fuck this game real quick too, but it's kind of a masterpiece in its own way, but I can't figure it out. Even with the mouse. When I first played it, I thought that I wouldn't figure it out because I was using my controller. But no, this game's just hard to figure out. Burn Cycle. The game that they tried to use to prove that the CDI was actually a gaming console instead of just a multimedia device. You don't have to prove anything to me, CDI. I like you just for who you are. I accept you exactly for who you are, CDI. It's just a shame that they haven't figured out the technology to get the video card emulated so I could watch CD videos, like the proto DVD. It was like movies on a CD. Dave Coulier. Is that the Dave Coulier of CutItOut.com fame? Uncle Joey? I doubt it. I doubt Dave Coulier made early electronica for a cyberpunk CDI game. I seriously doubt that. It's probably a different Dave Coulier. I think that might have said Dave Collier. I'll pretend it's Dave Coulier. Yeah, I'll pretend it's Dave Coulier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 7 games today, so I can burn through Burn Cycle. I can just say fuck it once I get to the part that I always die at. I'm going to try a little harder this time to be prepared.
I'm okay. The data must have packed it.
It's just about the experience of this game.
It's been made. Just get out of there and fast.
This game's beautiful. Okay, I've never done this before. I've never put on the Burn Cycle hat. So, I gotta see if I can equip a gun. Oh no, this is the part I always die at. Got him! Oh, fuck yeah, I'm already doing better. I just needed that Burn Cycle hat. That's all I needed. I needed to put the hat on. You learn something new every day. Kill that motherfucker. TJ, kill that motherfucker. That's what Waylon said when he was playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the first time. So long ago. Inexcusable how long ago it was when Waylon played Grand Theft Auto 5 and he said, TJ, kill that motherfucker. And Grand Theft Auto 6 is still not out. It's fucking bullshit. Okay, I love this game already. I'm into it. I always wanted to play this game as a kid because there was a commercial for it and it had blood, it had FMVs, it had everything I wanted. Now I'm finally playing it. I'm actually playing it. I'm not stuck. Oh, they got me. He got me. Game over. Game over. What is this, Metal Gear? Can I restore, or did I not get far enough to restore? No, they don't. It's pretty unforgiving. Alright, I guess that's it for Burn Cycle. Well, what's this demo? You can watch it play Burn Cycle for you. Someone who knows what they're doing. This is a beautiful pre-rendered 3D graphic world. And this is just a demo of the fully realized 3D world. It's beautiful. I don't like to think of video games as like something with an expiration date, you know, like, oh, this new generation has better graphics, so I'm going to forget about the wonders they did with older graphics. No, I see it as art. And, you know, there's like realism and there's impressionism and there's shitty shit that they say now called modern art. There's all kinds of shit that's art, and all video games are they're an art in their own, and it doesn't matter if it's an old technology. It's still they really made some great art with this Burn Cycle. TMNT for the GBA, because we like beat 'em ups on Funday afternoon. French Canadian beat 'em ups in particular. Oh shit! Forgot to put SNES as the controller. Okay, like I was saying, we like beat 'em ups on Funday afternoon because it's all about having fun. And beat 'em ups are fun. And French Canadian beat 'em ups, made by the same people that made Scott Pilgrim, the new Marvel Cosmic Carnage game. and Shredder's Revenge. They know how to make a beat 'em up, and this I think this was their first foray into Neo beat 'em ups. For the somewhat forgotten Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, early 2000s CG movie. Most people think of the CG of the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles, which I need to watch that soon. I gotta watch Tron today, but I need to watch Michael Bay Ninja Turtles soon in 3D. Yeah, this is exactly like Scott Pilgrim, really. But yeah, there's this Ninja Turtles game or movie and that's the CG that came out in the early 2000s. I don't even think it had Shredder in it either. Maybe the Triceratops guy from the DOS game? I don't know. Oh yeah, this feels real good. I like the way this feels. This feels real good. I'm liking it. Ooh, I'm getting that Funday afternoon feeling. I woke up today with this Funday afternoon with a great collaboration between Tyler Esposito from My Retro Life and James Rolfe from The Angry Video Game Nerd. They did a collab about video games that ripped off movies. I love that subject because I think about that all the time. How early video games just blatantly ripped off movies and pop culture. They discussed the cover of Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear for the NES, being Kyle Reese from Terminator. But they didn't discuss how Snatcher is just a complete ripoff of Blade Runner and Dune. But, you know, I don't think James Rolfe has ever even played Snatcher. If you're watching James Rolfe, I'm glad I got you to collaborate with My Retro Life. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad I played a part in that. Because it's the best channel on YouTube. Good old Tyler Esposito. Good Christian boy. Good Texan Christian boy. He deserved a little visit from the king of YouTube video game stuff. James Rolfe. Like Rolf from Muppet Babies. But he plays guitar instead of the piano. If you're watching James Rolfe, which I know you are, I know you and Mike Matai are huge fans of this channel. Almost in a jealous sense. Your band Rex Viper, they need to cover Send Me an Angel Right Now. Right now from Ian Gilbert just texted me, Kismet. From The Wizard. Why haven't you covered that? Send me an angel. This would be perfect for Rex Viper. Right now. Right now. There's another song on that would be good too. I can't think of what it is now. It's more cheesy song sung by some dude that sounds like Huey Lewis in the News, kind of. Yeah, this is a good little beat 'em up right here. Good little beat 'em up. Playing it on my Super Nintendo controller. The release of the Virtual Boy headset for the Switch is just a mere few weeks away now, and they just released a new video of it, hyping it up, and it's coming out with 2 unreleased games. So of course, all the fucking dweebs had to buy up every single Virtual Boy, including the cardboard one. I was wondering. I thought it was going to sell out right away. That's why I was on a special list to get notified of when they were selling it, and I ordered mine the day that it was available. But it took that little preview to make people buy them all up. And the funny thing about it is that preview made me like think that maybe this Virtual Boy thing is a gimmick and it's not going to be any good, because first red flag, no pun intended. It has a little red lens on the viewport that makes the graphics red. So it's probably just white lines for the graphics. White lines. But I mean, it's a completely different mechanical technology creating the graphics on the Virtual Boy than it is with the Nintendo Switch inside this Virtual Boy peripheral. The Virtual Boy is like the Intex Adventure Vision. It's a strip of LED lights being reflected off of a rotating mirror, fast spinning mirror. So you can't fake that. And it said also in the preview that the 3D effect might not work on some people, so maybe the 3D effect's not going to work on any people. I don't know. It might be just a fucking gimmick, fake ass shit. We'll see. You can change the colors from red to different colors. I don't know. I'm not very optimistic. I don't have a very good feeling about this. But we'll see. We'll see. I got my OLED, and the OLED has the each pixel is its own light source, so it'll have the contrast of the light and dark and deep blacks that would, I guess, best emulate the emulation of a LED strip being reflected off of the rotating mirror. So that's my one hope, is that the OLED will come through in the clutch. But the LCD screens of the original Switch and the Switch 2, I don't know if that's gonna quite give you the effect that you're looking for, but I'm glad I got my OLED. I never play Switch 1 or Switch 2 in anything else but docked mode. I forget that it's a handheld sometimes, except for the shitty graphics. But it's a handheld. But I always play it in docked mode. But I'm gonna have it in that Virtual Boy. My Switch 1 OLED. I'm gonna have it in that Virtual Boy. Probably play it 5 minutes and never play it again. But I'll have it. It's a nice decoration in my house, like my Mortal Kombat cocktail cabinet and my Dream Arcades cabinet. I can tell people I have 2 arcade cabinets at my house. Doesn't mean I have to play them. But yeah, I have a fake Virtual Boy, Doesn't mean I have to play it. But it was just such a surprise and such a treat to see that they were giving love to the Virtual Boy that it was a no-brainer. I had to get that shit. Are you kidding me? Virtual Boy on the Switch, had to get that shit. Sold out immediately. I hope they restock everything though. They need to restock the NES controllers. I want NES controllers. They're gonna have to redo them though. They're gonna have to make them so the NES controllers are charged by USB-C, not Switch 1, because it's the Switch 2 now. You can't charge NES controllers on the Switch 2, so they're going to have a NES controller 2.0 that charges with the USB-C like the Super Nintendo controller. I think it might be time to move on to another game. I guess I'm at some kind of training stage from the Turtle's Lair in the sewer. Kind of hub world. Yeah, there's Master Splinter. What does he have to say? Foot Clan's back in town. I guess I'll have to come back to this because I do want to fight the Foot Clan, but I got other games to play. I got to keep going. I got to move on to the next game, but I could play this game all day. All right, the Forgotten Pizza Hut Disc 2. Everybody knows about Disc 1 with Tony Hawk.
Are you ready? You're about to hit the race course at 210 miles per hour.
Yes!
Vacation with a dragon.
Yeah!
Snowmobile through breathtaking alpine terrain.
Woohoo!
Puzzle skills to the limit. And a perilous journey with the adventure of Femme Fatale.
Stuffed crust pizza! Whoa!
You'll have to put them on your holiday gift list.
Yeah, you got this free with a stuffed crust pizza. I think the first one you got free with a big New Yorker pizza. I'm more of a stuffed crust pizza guy. I would love a stuffed crust pizza right now. Some pepperoni, sausage. But I'm a fucking vegan. I used to be happy until I became a fucking vegan. But I don't have diabetes, so... I'm feeling Sled Storm. I don't know why. I mean, the obvious choice would have been Spyro, because all the nerds love Spyro, but I'm feeling Sled Storm. I'm unauthorized use is prohibited by law. Well, this isn't a disc, so maybe it's falls through some kind of loophole. I like her because she's got boobs, so. It's kind of a bias I have, is I like boobs. There's nothing wrong with that. 41-year-old man that likes boobs. I was in the Kroger the other day, and there's a very attractive African American lady, young lady, passing by me, and I was about to turn into the soda aisle, but I let her pass. I gave her like a little nod, go ahead and pass, I'll let you pass by, and then she just goes, yuck! And I think it's because, if you don't already know, my pipes froze, so I don't have running water. So I have to shower either at the gym or at my mom's house. And I've been snowed in for the past week, and I didn't even shower for a week before that. So I'm going on 2 weeks without a shower. So I think that's why she said yuck. I don't think she said yuck because I'm 41. But it is once you get old. It's like that's what I was actually thinking about Jared Leto. It's like probably everybody knew that he was like creepy with little girls and stuff. But he got away with it for so long because he's so good looking. But even the most good-looking people, they do get old. And he's 54 years old now, even though he looks 40 in Tron Ares. At the oldest, he looks 40 years old in Tron Ares. He has Adonis good looks in it. But, you know, 54 to this next generation of kids, he's an old, creepy old man now, so he's getting canceled. But I'm not going to let it ruin Tron Ares for me. Tron Ares is the shit. It is the shit. And he's... I don't know. He's not like... What he did kind of pales in comparison to, like, what most of these fucking degenerates do. Robin Leach strangling a little girl to death in the Epstein files. Lifestyles, the rich and famous. I'll sit here and I'll strangle a little girl to death at a blood orgy. I'm Robin Leach. And that's sick fuck. That's sick motherfucker. I believe it too. I don't doubt that for a second. These sick motherfuckers. The world has gone to shit. We're in chaos mode. Rampant, open anti-Semitism. I watched the Young Turds for a second the other day when the Epstein file shit got released. And that Chank guy was like, you know it's Israel. You know he's Mossad, right? You know he's Israel. And I was like, I knew this guy was an anti-Semite. And now the whole world's anti-Semitic, so he can come out and he can be an anti-Semite now. Finally show his true colors. He's Alex Jones, but like two sides of the same coin. He's fat, boisterous idiot. But Alex Jones is more conservative and he's more liberal, but they're both the same exact person. They both probably work for the same CIA, what do they call it? Manufactured Dissent? No, that's a Noam Chomsky book. I guess Noam Chomsky was at the Epstein Islands, which is very disappointing and sad to me. What is the phrase they say for people that are like fake dissenters? I don't know. The CIA creates people to like controlled opposition. I guarantee you that Shank guy from Young Turds. Oh shit, this is playing Rob Zombie in the background. This is like Way of the Warrior. That Shank guy and Alex Jones, they both work for the same CIA. Here's a conspiracy for you. So discussing the controlled opposition. My power went out. Pretty spooky. But then again, I am running every single space heater that I own in my house with one outlet. Well, two outlets, three outlets, four. I don't know how many outlets, but the power goes out all the time. And I got the computer, I got the TV, I got the Steam Deck going, so I won't look into this too much. But Alex Jones, I saw you on Russia Today. You fucking Russian. Russia's running all the controlled opposition, I think. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck's running it. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, and I don't give a fuck who's at the top. That's a quote from CKY. But yeah, you couldn't shut me down. All my shit's running on batteries, motherfuckers. God damn it, my Tron 4K is still being processed at the carrier facility. It will not arrive here today. Those lying sons of bitches at Amazon. All right, playing Hook for the arcade. Hooked in. I'm playing this because it's made by the same people that made Undercover Cops. It's one of my favorite beat 'em ups. How the people who made Undercover Cops got the license to Hook, I'm not sure. I'm not going to question it. They put fucking Rufio in the game. One of the best characters of 90s movies of all time, Rufio. 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 Rufio's the shit. Fucking love Rufio. R.I.P. I have to kill off Rufio. This add drama to really make the movie memorable, but couldn't you kill the little fat kid that rolls around in a ball or something like that? Why you gotta kill Rufio? He's the best. Rufio's the shit. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Hook. Little piece of trivia about myself, Richard Halstead, 1984. I first tripped on acid and watched Hook in the 8th grade with my friend Summer and Lisa. At Summer's house, we watched a VHS tape of Hook. So I'll always associate Hook with losing my innocence, having an overwhelming sense of dread and anxiety, and all the other horrible things that come along with taking LSD. Never do LSD, never do mushrooms, kids. That's bad stuff. It's not fun. It's not like... Get a dream machine or a 3D TV or something like that if you want visual hallucinations. You don't even get that many. You don't even really get visual hallucinations on LSD. You just get an overwhelming sense of dread and anxiety for like 8 hours straight. Don't do that shit. I feel like only kids know where to find acid too. Once I got to a certain age, no more acid. I didn't do acid. Last time I did acid, was when I was 23 in Miami. That was the last time. I never did it again. And I was 24 the last time I did mushrooms, so my brain has had some time to heal. I don't like hallucinogens. I don't like amphetamines. I don't like any drugs anymore. I don't even like weed. I'm anti-drug. That's what this channel's all about, an anti-drug message. I am vegan, straight edge, better than you. But I do not like hardcore bands. I don't even like Minor Threat. I hate Minor Threat. I think they suck. I always thought they sucked. But I do like the bromance of Henry Rollins, Ian MacKaye. I find it very endearing. I'm Henry Rollins. I'm from Washington, D.C. My best friend, Ian MacKaye, started the band Minor Threat. And then I went on to be in a little band called Black Flag. I don't think you could handle life on the road with Black Flag. We paved the way so you could make it through the forest. Me and my band, Black Flag. I raped Peg Bundy and Sons of Anarchy. Did you know that? I was in Nickelodeon Snow Day. That's my Henry Rollins impression. It kind of sounded like Jesse Ventura. Hi, I'm Jesse Ventura. I like to talk about conspiracies and be controversial. I was a Navy SEAL. Actually, underwater demolitions. The proto-Navy SEALs in Vietnam. I'm Jesse Ventura. I exposed the guy from American Sniper as a fraud, but no one cares because they like the guy from the Hangover, whatever his name is. I'm Jesse Ventura. Yeah, my Jesse Ventura is very close to my Henry Rollins. This game's pretty damn good. I mean, it doesn't have like the titties and the blood and stuff like Undercover Cops, but this is a kid's game. But aesthetically, it has that Undercover Cops look, kind of crunchy looking pixels, and the controls are very tight and responsive. Has my seal of approval for this fun day afternoon of beat 'em ups. That's what fun day afternoon's all about, beat 'em ups. You know, we concentrate on beat 'em ups on the fun day afternoon. We'll throw in some weird shit, but we concentrate on beat 'em ups. Here we go, Thud Butt. This is a guy that should have died instead of Rufio. Poor Robin Williams, Peter Pan himself, Hooky is dead. He actually died. Really sad. Even though there's this guy named Uncle Pappy, look him up. People think that he's Robin Williams. And he does look like Robin Williams. Mrs. Doubtfire is now streaming on Netflix. Watched it last night. It was the first day it became possible for streaming. Every single time Mrs. Doubtfire is available on a streaming service, I watch it. It switches off between different streaming services. Hulu, Amazon, now it's on Netflix. Anytime it reposts to a streaming service, I'm going to watch it because Robin Williams is a true treasure. I think I'll leave a link to Uncle Pappy and Robin Williams' monologue as the American flag. That's what because we need a little patriotism in this dark times of almost civil war in this country. You know, we need to be remembered from old Robin of the American flag. That Robin Williams impersonator video is back online. I'm not going to leave a link to that. Find it yourself because it's not approved by Zelda Williams. Actually, I guess from this long ass description of the video that the creator made, I guess it is now approved by Zelda Williams. That's when it's reposted and available again. But it's just kind of eerie because the guy does such a good job at being Robin Williams, and it's just kind of weird. And so there's never going to be a Robin Williams movie starring that guy. Of course not. That'd have been too good. You can't have something good. It'd be Peter Pan. Robin! Robin! That's my impression of Dr. Ruth on the Howard Stern show saying Robin. I got get a little in my throat. Robin! Robin! Yeah, I feel more comfortable saying creepy sexual stuff because I'm so old, like Dr. Ruth. I'm not a threat anymore. Actually, a 41-year-old man's probably the creepiest age a man could be, I think. Talking about girls and stuff, so I might as well, win in Rome, but I'll just reiterate that I don't even talk to strange women. I'm not a stranger. I'm not stranger danger. There was this one girl at karaoke back when I used to go to karaoke when I was 24. It was right down the street from my house. This girl, I mean, I see her at karaoke every week, and she's real good. I'm real good. It seems like a match made in heaven. One night she just comes up to me. She's all my D. She's all about me. She's all like talking to me, like real, like it's on, baby, it's on. And then my roommate's like, you got to ask her back to the apartment to smoke some weed with you, because we lived like literally down the block. So I did. I mean, seemed like a done deal. But then all of a sudden she has a change of heart. And she says, I'm not coming back with you because you're a stranger. I'm not coming back with you because you're a stranger. I ended up using that in a song, opening song, the lyrics in my song, My Life. For so long you took the candy from the babies. Don't know you're taking candy from a stranger. That was the opening line to My Life. But that song was actually about this girl, Rachel Comstock. But I used that. I you know how artists use things in their music. I'm such an artist. But yeah, I think this girl Liv, she would go to karaoke too, and she was friends with this girl. I think she put the idea in her head not that I was a stranger to not come back to my apartment. Because Liv is a cock blocker. She's best friends with my sister. But if you thought Scott Jackman cock blocked me, this girl Liv, she's cock blocked me so many times. And I think that was her first foray into cock blocking me. Because she thinks I'm a murderer. That's what she says. Oh, I think you're going to murder me. No, don't flatter yourself. Don't flatter yourself. And then when I tried to explain to her that I wasn't a murderer, it's actually a feminist, she called me an asexual. Our friendship was never really the same after that. We're not friends on Instagram anymore. I mean, we're still cordial whenever she's in town. She moved away. I think she lives in Chicago. She still talks to my sister, visits sometimes. So when I see her, we get along. But I would say at one time we were much closer friends, but just had a falling out of sorts. What did she say to me? Oh, she tried to call me a waterhead baby. She said, I wish I could squeeze all the water out of your head. And I just used that as an opportunity to say, I love it when you talk dirty. And that might have been the line that made her delete me off Instagram, but it was too easy. She set me up for it. She called me a waterhead baby. That's low-hanging fruit. Yes, I know I have a huge head. My mom has called me light bulb head since I was born because someone came up to her at the mall and said, oh, your baby has the same head as mine. We call him light bulb head. So, you know, I had to take up for myself. Thought that was one of my great lines of all time. I'll let you interpret it as you will. Squeezing the water out of my head, you know. All right, we're going to move on to the last game. It's going to be a surprise, but also at the same time, if you're a regular viewer of Funday Afternoon, it's not going to be a surprise at all. So stay tuned. All right, drum roll. What is it? What can it be? It's Funday Afternoon. Who we picked? Why is the screen? There it is! Soccer Kid for the Jaguar! Who would have known they brought out old Soccer Kid on the Jaguar? Give it the old college try. Soccer Kid, University of Cambridge, where Soccer Kid. But he's a Chelsea boy, right? Any Chelsea boys here in the room? All right. I'm Soccer Kid, and I love football. Loading. It's cartridge based. Didn't even say kickoff. Only the 3D version of, or 3DO version of Soccer Kid can say kickoff. But I sampled this a little bit just to make sure, because the Jaguar controller is basically 3 buttons, a control pad, and a giant phone. So I had to test out the controls to make sure it didn't utilize the giant phone buttons. But this is probably the best controlling Soccer Kid, I think. This has the most responsive controls. I do better at this Soccer Kid than the other ones so far, at least from my quick test of Soccer Kid for the Jaguar. But I was surprised old Soccer Kid made it to the Jaguar. Soccer Kid really got around, didn't he? Old Soccer Kid. Yeah, I was so disappointed last Funday afternoon when I accidentally deleted my Soccer Kid Game Boy Advance playthrough. I had some real great quips about Soccer Kid when I was playing Soccer Kid for the Game Boy Advance. I felt bad too, because I left with the line, "I get the feeling you've been cheated. Good night." I guess it kind of worked perfectly because it cut out Soccer Kid, but I didn't mean that. I meant to cut that out and leave Soccer Kid in, because I thought that was a stupid line to end the video on. Funday afternoon's supposed to have a positive, uplifting vibe, and I didn't want to use Johnny Rotten's last line from the last Sex Pistols show. I don't know why I said that. I guess because I use a British accent sometimes when I'm playing Soccer Kid, and that's what popped out of my Tourette's. But by the time I realized my mistake, it was already too late. I had already deleted the video. So I like to keep the raw video file on my computer, not the video off of YouTube, because I don't like to clog up the very little bit of memory I have on my shitty laptop. I actually attributed my freezing capture screen to lack of memory, but no, it was the cord the whole time. I think that's been proven at this point, because I've suffered absolutely zero screen freeze since it happened. No one's watched my video on how to fix screen freezing on Streamlabs getting a new cord. No one's watched it. I've been shadow banned by YouTube. Please don't delete my channel, YouTube. Please. Don't give me the Thikimoto treatment. I wonder what it was that got Thikimoto kicked off of YouTube. Sometimes YouTube just decides they don't like the message someone's giving. Maybe Thikimoto was a victim of his own success. I mean, some YouTuber, I left a link to it after Thikimoto's channel was deleted. Some YouTuber like Blue Sonic or something like that. He's a pretty famous YouTuber. He made a Thikimoto expose. And then, of course, Thikimoto was featured on My Digital Addiction. The nail that's going to get hammered is the one that's sticking out. So, he's a victim of his own success, and somewhere in the YouTube higher ups, maybe just kind of like that guy Leafy was here. He was kind of a Thikimoto style channel, finding mentally challenged people and mocking them. And I remember a quote from like the the CEO of YouTube, like, we want less channels like Leafy Was Here. And Leafy Was Here, he quit himself, but then he came back and his channel was deleted. He was making like a lot of money off his channel. I liked Leafy Was Here. That shit was funny. So I came across the ass eating review. So he came some really good stuff. And it was nothing. It wasn't vicious. It was, I don't know. It's getting all these suggestions of like AI translated Hitler speeches suggested on my YouTube. That's the kind of shit they need to take off of YouTube. It's like even in Hitler's voice and everything, they use AI to make like his Hitler roaring voice, but in English. Like it's some fucked up shit. We want no Hitler on YouTube. In the early days of YouTube, people talked about Hitler all the time. I remember there was like a rap battle, Hitler versus somebody, and it was there. People are always talking about Hitler, but not in like a Nick Fuentes type of way. Just kind of, it was like a meme to talk about Hitler. But now it's like straight up like people are interested in hearing Hitler's speeches, which is dangerous. Very dangerous. That man has nothing good to say. He was full of shit. Hitler bad, Vandals good. You may not know this about me. Richard Halstead. Your friend Richard Halstead, born in 1984. I am named after Rabbi Richard Rubenstein. I'm proudly named after Rabbi Richard Rubenstein, Holocaust scholar, one of the pioneering minds behind theory of genocide, unabashed atheist Zionist, believing that the death of God caused by the Holocaust, they were to establish a Jewish state, God might return from the dead. So, don't bring your Hitler shit around me. I'm Richard Rubenstein, bitch. Fuck that shit. Don't even joke about it. Don't even fucking joke about it. I don't want your Hitler shit. Nick Fuentes. I fucking hate that guy. He's probably controlled opposition too. He has to be, right? He has to be. Anybody popular is. Anybody that's has a bunch of idiots buying their supplements. Controlled opposition. It's not real. There's such tight control over opposition that if anybody was opposition and they weren't controlled opposition, like Tupac, for instance, dead. You're dead. Fuck around and find out. You're fucking dead. They'll kill you. COINTELPRO, counterintelligence program. They'll snuff you out. They'll kill you. What a great subject to be discussing while playing soccer, kid. MI6 as well. I don't like MI6 at all. In Scotland Yard, what good are they? They couldn't even catch the famous Jack the Ripper. In Whitechapel, innit? No good, I tell you, no good. Old soccer kid on the Jaguar. We want positive discussion while playing soccer, kid. On the old Jaguar. How did we get down this rabbit hole in it? I don't like this kind of talk at all. This is Sunday Funday. This is Sunday Funday. My headphones just disconnected. I'm having all kinds of technical problems, but at least my screen isn't freezing. That's all I care about. Can't hear Soccer Kid right now. But it isn't the 3DO version of Soccer Kid with voiceovers. So, who cares? And it's game over anyway. I hope you enjoyed this Sunday Funday afternoon. Or Funday afternoon, or whatever you want to call it. It's fun. That's what it is. It's just fun. I love it. I have so much fun. Have a great one. Bye-bye.